You can, and text them, actually. I tested it, because I wanted to see if I could. So technically, if you wanted to get rid of your phone number, it's this.
It's black. All right, it's 7 o'clock. I'll call this regular city council meeting to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we got a busy night tonight. Clerk, please call the roll.
Haderlein.
Present.
Platt-Miller.
Here.
Lavallee.
Here.
Hoeflich.
Here.
Lancaster.
Here.
Kreite. Perkins. Albertson. Here. Quorum is present.
All right, thank you. The two absent alderman persons have told us that they could not attend electronically, so we have no one to attend electronically this evening. So we'll move on to item number 4 for public comment. Is there any item or anyone in the audience that wishes to address the city council for any item that's not on the agenda? If you want to address the council for an item that is on the agenda, when we get to that agenda item, just let us know. Anyone wish to make a public comment? All right, hearing none, we'll move on to item number 5, 5A through 5F. Council, is there any item in 5A through 5F that you wish to remove from the consent agenda? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second. Have a motion by Platt-Miller and second by Hoeflich. Comments, questions? Hearing none, clerk, call the roll.
Platt-Miller.
Yes.
Lavallee. Hoeflich.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
Albertson. Yes. Haderlein.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, moving on to item 6. Since nothing was removed from the consent agenda, we'll move to item 7 in the payment of the bills. Seek a motion to approve payment in the bills in the amount of $995,816.78.
I'll make a motion to approve payment of the bills in the amount of $995,816.78.
I'll second that.
Have a motion by Haderlein, second by Albertson. Comments or questions here? Hearing none, clerk, call the roll.
Hoeflich.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
Albertson. Yes. Haderlein.
Yes.
Platt-Miller.
Yes.
Lavallee.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, thank you. Now for an item that we often enjoy is recognizing some of our constituents. So we'd like to recognize Braden Whitten, Brian Hernandez, Ella Martin, Hayden Benz for their accomplishments through Harvard High School at the Track and Field Honors and Achievements. I see Brandon's here. Is there anyone else here? All right, well then we'll just do the one presentation.
You want to do it?
Sure, we'll do that. There you go. Brandon, you can come forward here and This certificate of recognition is presented to Brandon Whittem. The City of Harvard proudly recognizes Brandon Whittem for outstanding achievement in track and field, including earning all KRC honors in shot put and discus, winning sectional championships in both events, qualifying for the IHSA state finals in shot put and discus, earning all state honors in shot put, and finishing 5th overall in state finals. The City of Harvard commends you, your dedication, hard work, sportsmanship, and excellence in representing your school in our community. Adopted by the City Council this day, 23rd day of June, 2026. There should be a shortcut through here. All right, congratulations, and congratulations to the other District 50 awardees. We will, I assume, put those in the mail for those recipients. All right, moving on to item number 9. At this time, I'd like to promote and seek a motion to appoint Jay, or it's actually John Rangel, goes by the nickname Jay, to the Public Utilities Director. So if I could get a motion and a second for that.
Make a motion to approve the appointment of John Rangel as Public Utilities Director.
I'll second the motion.
All right, we have a motion by Haderlein, second by Platt-Miller. Any comments or questions here? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Albertson,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Platt-Miller,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Hoeflich.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, congratulations, City Clerk, if you could swear in Jay for us.
That's not confusing at all.
Yeah, you gotta get up.
That's you.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, John Rangel,
I, John Rangel,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Public Utilities Director for the City of Harvard
of Public Utilities Director of the City of Harvard,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is it? Oh. A little bit of paperwork and we're done. All right, welcome aboard, Jay. We're glad to see you in the new position. Okay, we'll move on then to item number 10, which is staff recommendation for ordinance authorizing renewal of the Northern Illinois Municipal Electric Collaborative, also known as NIMEC, aggregation program for electrical load. We're seeking a motion to approve the ordinance authorizing renewal of the NIMEC aggregation program for electrical load. And I do believe we have a representative from NIMEC that can discuss the program. Could you please state your name and address for the record, please?
My name is Adam Hoover. My name is Adam Hoover. I'm with NIMEC. I haven't been here in a few years. Some of you may recognize the name Hoover. My father has been here, and we've been working with the village or the city for 15 plus years now. Just to give you a quick background on who I am and why I'm here, the number one thing we do is we are pretty much a co-op. We're a broker that helps find a better electricity price for the city's own accounts, the water pumping, lift stations, etc., than the ComEd rate. We went to bid in March, I believe, in March, and just to report back, you guys have a rate of 7.334 cents with Dynegy. The ComEd rate is about 10.5 cents. It's not a perfect apples-to-apples comparison, but if you use that number, that provides around $95,000 of savings to the city every year. So that's the number one thing we do. But the real reason I'm here today is to talk about the Residential Municipal Aggregation Program. You currently have a program that provides an alternative electric supplier for residents, MC squared. The current program provides a price match program, which means the residents who are with MC squared pay the exact same rate as ComEd. There is no savings. Most importantly, there is no extra cost to the resident. We'll get why we do that in a second. And the benefit of the program is you all receive a annual civic contribution of $10,000 annually, or $20,000 since we started the program, or this program 2 years ago. So we're here for a renewal, and we just need a little direction from the board on which way to go. What I personally am recommending is a renewal of the price match program. This takes a lot of the risk out, and there is no chance that residents would pay a cent more. They're guaranteed to continue to pay the ComEd rate. MC Square increased their offer from $10,000 annually to $12,000 annually. You all have a unique situation because the second option is a fixed rate program. We used to run this 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and that's when we can find savings for the resident. That's our number one option. That's what we always want to do. You guys came in, the ComEd rate starting in September is going to be 9.96 cents. You have a rate of offer for 1 year at 9.95 cents. To put that in calculations, the average house, that would save under $1. And why I'm not recommending this, I would love to find savings for residents, but why I'm not recommending this is because in May of 2027, we don't know what the ComEd rate will be. So there's a risk from May to October of what, it could cost residents more money. It could save, and I'll let you all decide, but what gives me the heebie-jeebies is ever costing a resident 1 cent more. So I think the renewal of the price match program is the safest option. I have one more thing to discuss, but I'll stop right there and answer any questions or comments you may have.
Okay, so I had a question that, had we not signed up for the program 2 years ago,
Correct.
what would have the rate been for those 2 years as opposed to the rate we actually paid?
You guys are paying the ComEd, you're paying the exact same. There is, when the ComEd rate goes up or down, if the ComEd rate right now is 10.5 cents with ComEd, the ComEd rate with MC squared is 10.5 cents. ComEd can move the rate up or down each month, and I could bore you with details, but if it goes up each month, the MC squared rate goes up. If it goes down, the MC squared rate goes down. It just mirrors the ComEd rate. There is not 1 cent of savings for residents in this program, not 1 cent of extra
No,
cost.
had we maybe, like last time, taken the second option?
Oh, last time I looked for that, I saw, so if what was the fixed rate before, it was probably about 0.5 cent higher than the ComEd rate. That's probably, so 2 years ago, the ComEd rate was around 7.5 cents. I bet our rate was around 8 cents.
Okay.
So if you had done a 2-year deal, you could have potentially provided savings. It's just very hard, in my opinion, to send a letter to resident that says, hey, our rate is 10 cents and the ComEd rate is 9.5, just even though there's a long-term option of that, you could do a 2-year rate of 10.2 cents if you all wanted, and you could play the guessing game of will that save over 2 years. So that is an option, but it's a guessing game.
Which is very different than just several years ago when we
Correct.
actually were getting, I think we used Dynegy
Yep.
one contract, we used MC squared on a
Yep.
different contract. And in both of those contracts, we
Yeah.
saved residents significant amount of money.
I'll just tell you, I was teaching for 10 years, and my dad's like, oh, you should come join us. This is, we're saving money for our residents. It was a great program.
Right.
If I could save your residents any money, that would be our number one priority. It's just, those were the days. And we don't know if it's coming back, but those were the days. And of our 45 towns we're running right now, 44 of them have the price match program. And the
So-
45th one is intentionally higher because they run green energy, and I could bore you with details on that, so.
So Adam, it just, I'm just trying to understand.
Sure.
So we have all of these solar facilities going in everywhere, and I know they're getting huge tax breaks
Correct.
to put them in.
Correct.
And it's adding energy to
The
the grid.
Yep.
Right? And it was supposed to be bringing costs down. So, do you have any
Yeah.
insight into?
Yeah, that's a great, how much time do you have? What I would say to that is, the more you increase supply, the better that does. That's the number one thing I'd say. But demand and AI searches, a ChatGPT or AI search is about 9 times more electricity than a normal Google search used to be, or still is, or whatever, however you want to say that. Demand has gone through the roof. And so that is what is causing prices to spike. I will just say this, I'm not a huge fan of ComEd, but we have around the second or third lowest prices in the nation. So we do have some low prices. Now, it rose from 7 cents to 10 cents, so it gives us a little bit of the, makes us uncomfortable. But if you look at it comparatively, ComEd is doing well.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions?
I will add one more wrinkle. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but I just want to add one more wrinkle. What many of our towns have been doing with the renewals is we believe the price match program is just going to be the program of the future. And we do know that the downside of the program is that letters have to go out to residents. And when letters go out to residents, there can be some confusion and questions that go to the staff. I want to be very clear. Every resident can call me directly. I will give Deb and the staff my actual cell phone that residents can call me directly. I want to be very clear. Any resident can call or text me, but I know that staff handles a lot of those calls. To help alleviate that issue, we are recommending a 6-year program with 2-year opt-out options for the city. So in 2 years from now, or you guys could do 1 year, but if 2 years from now, I'll come back and I'll say, hey, the price match program went from 12,000 to 10,000 or 15,000, whatever. Or you could jump into a fixed rate program if you want. If we can find savings for residents, you would still have the ability to do that. But if you continue with the price match program, then there would not have to be a all resident mailing like there is every time you renew a program. So it still gives you the ability to exit the program or renew the program in 2 years if you so choose. There's no termination fees or penalties of that sense, but it just helps us alleviate the amount of letters. So in our opinion, that makes the process a little bit smoother. So we're recommending a 2-year opt-out option for the city with a 6-year total program.
Adam, I was on city council when we first partnered up with NIMAC back in the early 2000s, I guess.
Yeah.
And at that time, and I believe it's still the case, the individual resident can opt out at any time with no penalty,
No penalty, no
correct?
fee. Call me directly and I will opt them out myself.
Okay.
Yep, and they can opt into the program, but if someone has solar or made a previous decision, they're never included in the program. They have to do an extra step to be included.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Any more comments, questions?
Thank you all. I
Thank you,
appreciate your
Adam.
time.
Appreciate it. What's your pleasure? What would you like to do?
Well, the 6-year makes sense since it's, it's not really any different because after 2 years, we could change it.
I agree with that, yeah.
But if it's the same, if we're in the same situation, then we just continue. So what do other folks think?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, just because the way things are going right now, we don't know the full impacts of how this is going to affect us, and in 2 years, we'll have a better understanding if a flat rate makes more sense for us as a community. But right now, it's just really hard to tell.
Yeah.
So I do think that the 6-year with the 2-year opt-out options every 2 years makes sense as well.
So I guess my concern is, okay, it's more comfortable not to send out a letter to the community, but is that really the best thing, is to not inform the community? So that's my concern. I know how I feel when I see, oh yeah, the city council made this decision, and, well, that's just how it was, because back 2 years ago, they made this decision to make it 6 years, and they don't have to tell us anything. And so sitting on that side over there, that's my concern, is I think our community needs to be informed, and though it's easier and more palatable, it might not be the best thing for our community.
Any other thoughts?
Yes and no at the same time, because I know every time this has come up, because it's a do nothing, you're in, you're fine, and there's always a million questions because people are like, what's this? I don't understand, right? So it goes both ways, unfortunately. When you communicate, you're going to get people who get it and don't get it. But I do think at least at that 2-year mark, it would make sense for us to at least communicate, like, hey, this is coming up, let us know if, or you always have an option to opt out. Like, you don't have to wait till you get a letter,
Right.
kind of a situation. At least this time, we're going to have to talk about it anyways and send out a letter. We just want to make sure in there, it lets them know that they can opt out at any time, not just now.
That is true. That is true.
And there's nothing to stop us from notifying folks in the newsletter, what have you, in the future.
Yeah, that's fair.
Again, I just, transparency is good.
No, I 100% agree. Let's see here.
We could always, whenever it comes up for renewal, mention the fact that anybody can call this number and specifically opt themselves out, so that way they don't have to
Or that they
worry
have
about what
someone
the
other
city's
than the city to
deciding.
talk to.
I do like the idea of having it in the newsletter and just having some readily available information, maybe at the front desk too, whatever it is, right? Just more transparency.
Yeah.
But otherwise, any other thoughts?
Good with the 6, personally.
All right, then I will make the motion to approve the ordinance adopting the renewal of the NIM BC aggregation program for electrical load with the 6th year with a renewal every 2.
Second?
All right, we have a motion by Albertson, second by Haderlein, to authorizing renewal of the NIMAC aggregation program for electric load for a 6-year program with a 2-year option to withdraw. Any other comments or questions here? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Albertson,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Platt-Miller,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Hoeflich,
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, thank you. And thank you, he already left.
Hold on,
He was
I'm
pretty
gonna take mine
confident,
back.
All right. He just walked out. Okay, moving on then to item number 11, outdoor market application from Celio Soto, Soto Services Incorporated, Chilos Mobile. Celio Soto, Soto Services Incorporated, Chilos Mobile is requesting permission to make a mobile food truck at Milky Way Park during the 2026 calendar year. The outdoor market license application has been submitted, the fees have been paid. Seeking your action to approve or deny the request. I believe this is to support the soccer league that plays out there on Sundays. Is petitioner present? I don't think the petitioner's here.
So they would just be out there on Sunday then?
Yes, I think that's, they're looking into, for all Sundays during the summer.
Has this vendor had any issues in the past with permits, and are they up on the yearly permit that they're requested to have?
They are a new applicant,
Okay.
so, and they are aware of the $250 fee for the
Okay.
season.
All right.
So that will be paid if they are approved.
I'd make a motion to approve the request for an outdoor market application by Cecilia Soto. Soto Services, Inc., Chilos Mobile is requesting permission to operate mobile food truck, Milky Way Park. And I would recommend or move that we approve the request.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Haderlein, second by Lancaster. Any other comments or questions here? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Albertson,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Platt-Miller,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Hoeflich,
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, thank you. Moving on to item number 12, we're seeking action to appoint Ruby Vega as the IMRF authorized agent. City Administrator, can you explain why this is required?
Yes, so the IMRF requires that one staff member act as authorized agent to represent the city and conduct all city business for IMRF. That was previously myself. With Ruby's new role, she has taken over all IMRF work. However, the one thing she can't do is call IMRF and get the information she needs because she is not the authorized agent. So that would be necessary for her to do so. And we have to go through this formal step to have city council approve that. And then this notice of appointment would need to be signed by the city clerk and sent to IMRF to make it official.
Ruby, do you want this?
Yeah.
Get started. We
It'll
don't
make
ask
my,
these
it'll make my job
questions.
a lot easier, actually, so yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion then to appoint Ruby Vega as the IMRF authorized agent.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion by Lancaster, second by Hoeflich to appoint Ruby Vega as the IMRF authorized agent. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Albertson,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Platt-Miller,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Hoeflich,
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, congratulations, Ruby. Okay, moving on to item 13 is a planning and zoning UDO text amendment, indoors parking space requirement reduction, and a typographical error correction. Consideration of a city council petition to amend the Unified Development Code, UDO, to reduce indoor parking space requirements and correct typographical errors within the ordinance, and referral of the proposed text amendment to the Planning and Zoning Commission for review and recommendation. Just as a background, this item was brought before the Community and Economic Development Committee. It ended in a 2-2 tie. Consequently, because we really need a determination on these issues, I brought it forth for council to consider.
I'd like to make a motion that we, how do I want to put it? That we postpone action on this until such time as Alderman Perkins is at the meeting, which I would guess is in July. I'm uncomfortable acting on this at a meeting where he's not present.
I'll second that motion.
All right, we have a motion by Haderlein, second by Albertson, to table the item to a future meeting, ideally, I guess, July. Any other comments or questions? Clerk, call the roll.
Haderlein.
Yes.
Platt-Miller.
Yes.
Lavallee.
Yes.
Hoeflich.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
Albertson.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, item number 14. Parks and Recreation Board recommendation, the Harvard Parks Foundation proposal for a half-court basketball at Northfield Park. We're seeking a motion to approve the Harvard Parks Foundation's request to proceed with the plan of a half-court basketball to be built in Northfield Park.
I wanted to make a comment. I was just very confused by the information provided because it talked a lot about pickleball courts.
Well, yes, I think they're going to also stripe the court to play pickleball.
Okay.
But it's primarily for basketball.
Okay, so it's going to be for dual use for
That's
pickleball
their
or?
plan, yes.
Okay.
That's enough room?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't play pickleball.
Okay.
Yet.
Let's say I don't have time to play pickleball.
I'll make a motion to approve Harvard Parks Foundation to proceed with the plan for the half-court basketball at Northfield Park.
I'll second.
All right, I have a motion by Lavallee, second by Hoeflich. Any further comments or questions here?
Is the Harvard Parks Foundation also going to cover the costs of maintenance of this in perpetuity?
I would say that that is not their plan. No, they are building the park and will turn it, or build the court and turn it over to the city for use by the public and maintained by the city.
Because we don't have a great record on maintaining facilities. And so, you know, it's nice to have another amenity for our residents, absolutely. But my concern would be that we take these things, you know, it's like your kid comes to you and says, hey, Uncle Ed wants to give me a pony. He's going to give it to me. Isn't that great? Oh, is Uncle Ed also going to pay for all of the food and the upkeep? And no. So I just, you know, want us to be mindful that we're not continuing to add to our deficit of, or challenges in terms of maintaining all of the facilities that we have.
Any other comments? Questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Platt-Miller.
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Hoeflich,
Yes.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Albertson,
Yes.
Haderlein.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, moving on to number 15. The Parks and Recreation Board recommendations seeking for Moose Field ADA dugout. They're seeking a motion to approve funding up to $6,500 for the partial construction of the ADA compliant dugout at Moose Field, covering design and materials on a reimbursement basis, with a caveat that the facility be NISRA accessible and contingent upon plan approval and final inspection.
I'd like to make a motion to approve as is.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion by Lancaster, second by Hoeflich. Any other comments or questions here?
Yeah, I got a question. So when I read through that meeting, and Deb basically came up with the 6,500, and where did that 6,500 come from? No, I know, but where did the amount come from?
Oh, the 1,500 is for the,
Okay, and then the whole cost of the project is like 24,000. Where's that money going to come from?
It's a lot of volunteer and a lot of volunteer materials.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other comments, questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Hoeflich,
Yes.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Albertson,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Platt-Miller.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, thank you. Moving on to item number 16, the staff recommendation, the Harvard Fire Protection District Intergovernmental Agreement. We're seeking a motion to approve the Harvard Fire Protection District Intergovernmental Agreement. This has been kind of kicked back and forth a few times, and we have a final version.
Make a motion to approve the Harvard Fire Protection District Intergovernmental Agreement.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion by Haderlein, second by Albertson. Comments or questions here?
When will this start?
I think tomorrow, if you approve it tonight.
I mean, don't we have a contract already with somebody else?
our contract with HLR does not include fire services or inspection and plan reviews.
What are we doing now?
The fire department has graciously offered us their services free of charge.
Continue that.
Any other comments, questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Hoeflich,
Yes.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Albertson,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Platt-Miller,
Yes.
Lavallee.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries. That'll be ordinance 2026-109.
All right, thank you. Item number 17 is a staff recommendation seeking an ordinance amending the McHenry County's Enterprise Zone Intergovernmental Agreement. Seeking a motion to approve the ordinance amending the McHenry County Enterprise Zone Intergovernmental Agreement.
Make a motion to approve the ordinance amending the McHenry County Enterprise Zone Intergovernmental Agreement.
I'll pick up the second on that.
Okay, I have a motion by Haderlein, second by Albertson. Questions or comments here? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Albertson,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Platt-Miller,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Hoeflich.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you.
That'll be
Moving-
ordinance
Oh, yeah.
2026-110.
Funny how that's sequential. All right, item number 18 is another staff recommendation, resolution authorizing the City of Harvard to apply for a grant and designating the authorized signatory. Seeking that motion, a resolution authorizing the City of Harvard to apply for a grant and designating the authorized signatory in the amount of $90,000. City Administrator, you want to discuss this one?
Turn it over to Community Engagement Director.
All right.
So we'd like to apply for the USDA Rural Business Development Grant. As part of that grant package, they do request a resolution, so that's why this is brought here. What we're applying for is to increase our economic development loan program funds, so our revolving loan program. We're essentially asking for $90,000 in addition to the $40,000 that already exists in there, so we essentially have a match. What this is doing is saying that we're allowed to apply and that we can sign to accept the grant should we receive it. Thank you.
All right, any comments or questions?
Make a motion to approve a resolution authorizing City of Harvard to apply for a grant and designating the authorized signatory, grant in the amount of $90,000.
I'll second the motion.
All right, we have a motion by Haderlein, second by Lancaster. Any other comments or questions? For the record, City Administrator, what would the total fund then be once we added the 90,000 to it?
120? 130.
No, 130, but we also have funds that are already in.
That's the 40,000 match.
I'm talking about loans that are already out there.
Oh, loans that are already
So
out.
the total fund balance, when it's all paid back, don't have it. I think it was prior to this,
Roughly
it was roughly 250, I think.
250.
So I think this is going to push us well over 300. So.
There's probably another 90, 170 out there right now.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Albertson,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Platt-Miller,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Hoeflich,
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries. The 2026 R116.
All right, thank you. Harvard Nutrition Developer Escrow Agreement, seeking action to approve the Harvard Nutrition Developer Escrow Agreement that is in your packet.
This agreement is essentially for the Harvard Nutrition Development Project. The project is a bit confusing in that a portion of the project is within the TIF, and that would include the road portion of the construction, which, if you recall, we budgeted for back in the spring, and we'll be bringing a redevelopment agreement to the admin committee for approval on that parcel. However, the main parcel where the building will be built is not in the TIF, and they have submitted plan reviews for our engineer to consider. However, we do not have budgeted funds to pay for those review fees, and those are not our responsibility. Therefore, this escrow agreement basically will allow us to authorize our city engineer to proceed with those plan reviews with the understanding that we will collect $50,000 from Harvard Nutrition to keep as developer escrow to pay for those plan review fees, and if those fees drop below $10,000, then they will replenish those funds until those reviews are complete.
Where does it say that?
The 10,000,
Yeah.
that would be on page 3 under section 4. If the escrow
Oh, okay.
balance falls below.
Great, thank you.
And because these plan reviews are for parcel that are not in the TIF, cannot use TIF funding to pay for it.
Yep.
So we need their funding to pay for it.
Yep.
'Cause
Makes
it's
sense.
not budgeted.
Right. This has also already been sent to Harvard Nutrition and approved and signed by their
CEO.
CEO. Great. And we're expecting the wire tomorrow, is that correct? Tomorrow.
I'll just clarify that the parcel's not on the TIF because it was previously R6, correct?
It was never included in the TIF in the beginning.
Okay.
But yes, you're correct, it
It was
was
previously
previously
R6,
zoned that,
yes.
Okay.
But it was never included,
yeah.
so. Whether or not it was not included because it was R6, I'm not sure if that was the reason, but it's a moot point at this juncture.
I'll make a motion to approve the Harvard Nutrition Developer Escrow Agreement.
I'll second.
All right, I have a motion by Haderlein and second by Platt-Miller. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Albertson.
Yes.
Haderlein.
Yes.
Platt-Miller.
Yes.
Lavallee.
Yes.
Hoeflich.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, thank you. Moving on to item 20, which is strategic vision review. We did just do this last week in the committee of the whole, and of course, we are essentially preparing for renewing this here in this fall. But is there anything that council would like to discuss concerning the vision tonight? No one? Nothing? Okay. We'll move on to staff reports. We'll start on this end. Chief?
Report is submitted, Mayor.
Went to visit.
Thank you.
What he said. Just thank you to everybody for, we had a really safe milk days. Everything went pretty smoothly over that weekend and can't be happier than that. Right now, we have the Sunday of Milk Day weekend, the 7th, we participated for the first time in our consortium test, which is McHenry County Consortium Test for new hires. That yielded a list that we have right now of 15 candidates. To put into perspective, we had 2 candidates on this last list. So this was definitely worth it. We're going to keep building this a little bit better each time. So kind of broadens our scope on this. So that's all I have.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you, DC. Joe, anything tonight?
My report is submitted, but you'll see on the table, we're promoting America 250, our event coming up on July 4th. So these are little magnets that you can take. We also have magnets available in the library and here at City Hall. So thank you. I just want to acknowledge our committee, Alderwoman Platt-Miller, Harvard Parks Foundation, and City Clerk Scott Logan. We're partnering with the American Legion and the Harvard Parks Foundation are volunteering for the event. We have a parade. It starts at 9:30 in the morning. Thank you to this whole group of people who is helping with everything in the background too. So we hope to see you all July 4th. And we're having a fun summer at the pool despite the cold. It's going to heat up next week, so hope to see everyone at the pool.
Yeah, next week's going to be in the 90s, so definitely be a good week to use.
Exactly. See you there. You're going to be there?
Make sure my name's on the chair.
That's right. You got your chair.
I'd like to add that I'm hearing a lot of very positive things that swim lessons have been brought back. So thank you for listening to the community and making that happen, because I know it's not easy.
Mr. Lamz.
Report is submitted. A couple updates. We did find an additional underground storage tank over on Johnson Street, so we did pull that. They were both perforated, nothing was holding, but we had to send everything for tests, and then while everything was in the holding for the truck, it was leaking onto the road, and so we had to put everything back in the hole. So it's going to be ugly there for a bit while we await the testing results. Other than that, business as usual. The construction season's hot and heavy. We've had a lot of projects going on here and there. The skip patching or the skip work of the concrete's been going really well. We do have a mixer in-house, and we've been doing 1s and 2s here and there, so we're able to pull them out, mix it ourselves, throw it in. Got a couple big ones that we'll get a truck for here coming up, but other than that, normal stuff.
And kudos to your department for helping out the Harvard Garden Club.
Oh, anytime.
Kind of setting that up at the library, so I know they were very excited about that.
Yes.
Clayton.
Report is in the packet, but in addition, there are updates on the Bejot. There's been contractors on site that are working and oftentimes getting there to beat the heat in the attic at 3:30 in the morning. I'm meeting the fire department there at 8 in the morning for an inspection, so we're close. The fire suppression system is holding. All sprinkler heads have been replaced other than in the pool room. The alarm panel has been replaced and is active. They will be replacing exit signs, but it's possible they'll be open this weekend if the fire department is on board.
All right, thank you.
Could I ask a question?
Sure, of course.
Clayton, have we looked into or pursued anything about training for the zoning board? I know we had, I'd sent some information, we got some information about that, and since they haven't been meeting, it seemed like we have time to train.
We received back the information that the deputy clerk sent to the source that you had sent us, and there was a cost to that.
Yeah.
And that would be something that we would need to discuss at committee as far
Okay.
as funding for that, because we did not
Okay.
budget for that cost.
And the cost is
I believe it was around $500.
$500?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So, and that's per person, I believe.
I don't think it is.
I'd have to double check
Yeah.
that.
I think it's per presenter.
Per presenter?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
There were two separate options. One was to bring them here, and I think one was an on-site training, possibly.
Yeah.
But that should be something we should discuss in committee, so we can put that on the August agenda. Because July is interviews, so, yeah. If you want to pursue that further.
Okay, yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
Yeah. Be good.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Additionally, as you can see in the packet, that Ann has been busy out there. Our department's been busy in general. Ann's found more time to be out on the road. You can see by the number of violations that have been written up. Also, we've had a lot of miscellaneous permits coming through, so we've had a lot of inspections as well. So we've been very busy within the department.
All right, thank you, Clayton.
Report is submitted. In addition, I don't know if any of you saw the Facebook post about Northfield Court Apartments and all the bags of garbage. We went and talked to Natalie over there, and she said that they let all their tenants know that if there's a problem with the trash compactor, to call maintenance. And I guess it happened on Friday, and nobody called maintenance, so they didn't know. When they came in on Monday and saw all the garbage, they scrambled, got it all cleaned up, and now they're going to have somebody come and check the garbage area every Saturday and Sunday, just in case that happens again.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Jay, your first report, sir.
First report, here we go. So the team is taking their usually daily, weekly, and monthly sampling of the water and wastewater system. They've also started lead and copper sampling this month. We appreciate the public's participation in that. That's very helpful. They have collected lead and copper sampling for the Brown Bear Daycare and Jefferson Elementary School. That was due by the end of the month, with which those are in. The primary clarifier that was put back online, I think late April, is working well. And Dami Mechanical was out last Friday. They put the motor back on the ditch drive for the middle and inner ring of the oxidation ditch. And that motor was under warranty, so that was nice. Dami's also looking at a pump that needs to be rebuilt in the anaerobic digester building that recirculates the sludge. And then we had Mississippi Valley Pump out that pulled a pump at the South Park lift station. And fortunately, we had a backup pump that we had in the barn. So they're looking to give us a cost on that rebuild. And that's all I have at this time.
All right, thank you. Any questions for any of the staff members? Then welcome.
Thank you.
All right, then move on to alderpersons' reports. Lori?
Few things. First, just a point of curiosity, I was wondering if the gentleman and his son that walked in were part of the earlier awards and recognitions being.
No, actually, we were hoping they were going to make here for public comment, but they didn't, so I'll address them under the mayor's report.
Okay, then that brings me to my second of three things. Second, no parks meeting, as far as I know, in July.
That may change when we get to the mayor's report.
Okay, scratch that one too. Third one, I was not able to speak last city council because my throat was killing me. It felt like razor blades. Normally I would have made a comment about it. But, sorry. With Dia de los Muertos, that's usually traditionally celebrated around the end of October because of the seasonal meanings and stuff like that. I know last year it got moved back for whatever reason I'm unaware of, and then this
Yeah,
year
the reason it was
it's
moved
still
back
moved
was weather, essentially, because of warmer weather. So the Harvard Parks Foundation moved it back last year. I believe the chamber is looking to do the same thing, just because it's a few weeks earlier is a lot warmer than the end of October, beginning of November.
Can understand that. But at the same time, it's kind of taking away from some of that kind of transition of the seasons and everything. So I was wondering if maybe we could at least try to consider moving it a little bit forward, because it's not really Dia de los Muertos. It's more like a celebration of Latin American roots at that point. And I know that there are other celebrations. I think it was mentioned, like if we would have more kind of celebrations for different ethnicities or cultures or whatnot, and at the beginning of October or the end of September could be a really good time for an Oktoberfest. So I wanted to also submit that as a question if we were looking into anything like that.
Well, and we certainly don't move trick-or-treating Halloween because the weather might be bad.
That's true.
I mean,
Just
that goes
jackets.
forward no matter what. So, I mean, to me, it seems culturally very important to be respectful of the intent of that event. I agree with Lori.
Yeah, so my recommendation is to have a conversation with the chamber, because it's a chamber event, it's not a city event, so the chamber kind of dictates what date they wanted to do it.
Do you know who I would have to speak
Yeah,
to?
Sandra Alcazar is the chamber executive director.
Could you spell her last name for me, please?
Alcozar, yeah.
We can get you her number.
That would be appreciated, and yeah, I would not be able to spell that name either.
Yeah, that's the chamber office,
4404?
943-4404.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Anything else tonight?
No, because apparently I'm wrong in the parks meeting, so.
Well, we'll find out. Okay, anything tonight, Jay?
No, thank you.
All right. Lisa?
Tree board at 6:30 on July 1st, which is a Wednesday. And admin, we're going to be interviewing police chief candidates, I believe.
3.
3? Okay, great. And our usual date is, I think, the 15th. Does that sound right? Wednesday, the 15th?
Is that the 3rd?
Third Wednesday.
Oh,
Or you could do the 4th this month. Either one.
so we could do the 22nd? That would be great for me. Does that work for the other committee members?
That's fine with me.
Yeah, that's fine. Just what time are we looking at?
6:30?
Okay.
Is that okay? Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, is there anything
That's
else?
it.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Annamarie?
Nothing at this time.
Okay, John?
No, I don't have anything. Do I have anything?
Infrastructure.
I don't think so.
I don't think we do. However, if we could schedule a meeting in case, I'll be meeting with the new Public Utilities Director to go over some things that he has experienced in the last 6 weeks that he would like to discuss, and it's possible that something might come up we would need to bring to committee. We would have it on the schedule, and then if we didn't need it, we could cancel.
Okay, so it'd be the 14th?
6:30?
All right, anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Mike? Nothing tonight. All right, moving on to treasurer's report.
The report is submitted, Mayor.
All right. Attorney's report.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple of quick things, updates that we have. I previously mentioned with respect to the Gemco litigation, that's on the old Merriman, supposed to be a mine site, that they had filed their motion to try and dismiss. We beat that. They have asked the judge to appeal the ruling. We're waiting to hear back from the appellate court on whether they will accept that or not. Get into the big, long thing. They don't have to accept it at this point because it's in a preliminary state. With respect to the litigation with the former administrator, Mr. Leone, yesterday we had a hearing on our motion to dismiss their second amended complaint. As you might recall, they have abandoned their claims for the breach of contract. The claims are now based on defamation and an allegation under the Illinois Wage Payment and Collections Act statute. At the hearing yesterday, we had moved to dismiss both of those. The judge did agree with us with respect to the defamation claim. He's giving them one last chance to try and put a pleading on file. I wait with bated breath to see what they come up with this time on this theory. But I do think regardless of what may show up, we have a very strong argument on the defamation claim. We will have to address the wage payment claim. That's not to say the judge thinks we are liable. It's just that the judge says the way they pled this is enough to proceed. So we'll deal with that once we know if there's going to be any other claims that they can successfully put on paper and make us address. But they have 21 days to put a new complaint on file. I fully anticipate, to be forthright, that we will move to dismiss any claims that they put on file with respect to defamation, depending on how they do it, likely on multiple grounds. But I will report back once we have moved forward. Are there any questions? Last thing, I'm very happy to see everyone has learned from the training last week, and we have our motions and our votes and our motions to table things. This seemed to have gone very well.
It was quite informative.
And way too long, I am sure.
All right, thank you. Let's see, moving on to administrator's report.
A report in the packet, Mayor. I just wanted to highlight a couple of things. Our Ethics Commission is now fully established with our 3 members. We met last Tuesday. We named a chair and then also established terms. I'm hoping that is the last meeting we'll have to have. And the field work for the audit is done, and so they'll be wrapping things up for our final review in August. Hopefully, they will be bringing the final audit review to admin committee by September, October, hopefully September. Our new city treasurer did a marvelous job, particularly because this is not only her first audit, but she was on her own for quite a bit of it and did very well. So nice work. And that is all I have.
All right, thank you. Clerk's report.
Upcoming meeting dates, July 1st, tree board at 6:30. July 7th, planning and zoning has been canceled. July 14th, infrastructure committee at 6:30. July 22nd, admin committee at 6:30. July 28th is the next regular city council meeting. I would also add, as Joe mentioned, the Harvard 250 celebration on July 4th with a parade starting at 9:30, thank you, and then events going on at Lions Park until 4. Also, I received an email just this evening from the general manager of the Harvard McDonald's looking to plan a grand opening event on July 13th and would like to have a ribbon cutting. Hopefully the mayor and any other city officials can make it. I will forward this email to everybody on the council. And that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. What day of the week is that?
Monday.
Are we going to need a Economic Development Committee meeting this month?
No, this
Okay.
isn't.
In the absence of Alderman Perkins?
We shouldn't need one, I don't
Okay.
think.
Just making
I
sure.
think we're good. Thank you.
Okay, for mayor's report, I have just a couple of things. First, if you've had a chance to go by the pool, and hopefully next week you do, because it's going to be really warm. But there are several monarch butterfly plots within the city. The largest one is located right in front of the pool. If you had seen it recently, you would always note that you've got a lot of native plants that are growing there to help these butterflies. But it still looked really shoddy around the edges of this because of just the nature of how that was generated. The volunteers that have been taking care of this garden had found a bunch of loose bricks and tried to do a board around it. And frankly, it just looked terrible. So I approached the Harvard Parks Foundation along with another personal donation and some money out of the Mayor's Special Project Program. And we have hired a local landscaper to put a retaining wall around that entire plot. And it looks really, really nice. And it should have been completed today. When I looked at it yesterday, I think there was only about 10 feet of capstone that still needed to be installed that they weren't able to do yesterday. And it'll really shine off the pool and be ready for the America 250 celebration next month. So if you get a chance to go by and look at it, it looks really nice. And we appreciate the Parks Foundation for contributing to that project. Also, I did want to mention, we do have police chief interviews here next month. We had, I think, over 20 applicants. I think it was 20. Yeah, about 20. It was a lot of applicants. So a lot of interest to come work for the city of Harvard. We narrowed that down to 3 applicants, so we're looking forward to those interviews. And then lastly, I would like to take a moment to recognize Alderwoman Lisa Haderlein. She was recognized as a woman of distinction from Shaw Media recently, and we would like to recognize that as well. And that's not all I have. One last thing. The gentleman in the back here, his name is Martin Diaz, and he is interested, he owns a company that does rodeos. He's interested in bringing a rodeo to the city, and what I've told him is he needs to go to the Parks Board first to discuss that. He would like to do an event in September. Well, the Parks doesn't normally meet until July, and that won't give, August, so that won't give him enough time to advertise for an event, should it get approved. So he would he's requesting that Alderwoman Lancaster call a special meeting for Parks next month so that they can make their presentation of what they would like to do to determine if it can go forward.
Annamarie, Mr. Hoeflich, Mr. Albertson, would you guys be willing to have a special meeting?
Would we need a projector for this?
I don't think so. I think he's going to explain to you, and we'll probably need to have a translator. He does speak some English, but want to make sure you have a good communication. But I don't think he's a presentation from that perspective, but he just wants to explain what his business is, what he'd like to do, and he came and met with myself and to try and understand what's required from the city to do this. So I kind of laid all of that out. But the first step really is to go to the Parks Board and to discuss it with them for a recommendation to City Council. So I think you could do that because I know you're planning a meeting at a park next time, right?
Oh, yeah. I think we were going to go to the pool in August. But I have a question in regards to translator. Worst case scenario, sorry. I can talk. Would it be a conflict of interest if I did that if he cannot find anybody, or is that
I
impossible?
don't believe so.
No, I mean, we're not in a court proceeding here. We don't need to have a special translator. If he has a colleague or relative that could be there with him, or if you want to do it, or a staff member wants to do it, there are no issues with that.
Because, I mean, I don't know all the lingo, but I would be able to translate enough if you can't find a translator, you know.
Well, I know his son is back from service, and because I met him today, so he speaks perfect English, so he was
That's
there
even better.
today. But I enlisted Ruby's help also to make sure we had a good communication. He does this rodeo in other communities, including Woodstock. He holds it at the fairgrounds in Woodstock. And so he understands the processes to get permission from the city in terms of insurance and all of those issues. But, so I kind of walked through all that with him, but, ultimately the decision to allow that falls with this body, and it starts in the Parks Department.
Third Monday of July, is that all right?
July 20th?
I can do it.
Martine, July 20th,
6 PM?
6 PM? Where do you want to meet? Here? Oh, it might be good to be at Milky Way because he'd like to utilize that park.
Assuming that's Milky Way we're using, right?
Yeah.
Not doing it like Lions or Mary.
Oh, my goodness.
Where we did it before.
Mary's Park might be interesting.
I guess it would be easier to see things where, just like with the baseball field, so.
Okay.
Mary's
All
Park.
right, so I guess Milky Way on the 20th
Way.
at 6 PM.
At
Milky
Way?
Milky Way.
Milky Way Park, 6 PM, July 13th. I'm sorry,
20th.
July 20th, I wrote
Va a ser en el
13th.
parque, a las 6. Hacia ahí donde lo quieres el evento. Okay. The 13th? The
20th.
El 20.
20.
El 20 a las 6, donde hacen la feria. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
Martine.
you.
All right. Was there a comment, question? No? One last thing, I don't think you mentioned, the dispensary is close to opening, so,
They're nearing completion now, yes.
okay, so
And they're targeting July.
sometime in July, all right.
Maybe we should have a meeting there.
Is Powers doing the landscaping behind there?
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know who was doing it, but I know they were looking at putting, some landscaping behind the
The
building.
dispensary's been working on that.
Oh, the dispensary's
Yeah,
doing
the
that.
dispensary wanted to put up,
Okay.
arborvitae's to block that behind them.
Yeah.
So, and I know they were doing a bunch of landscaping in front of the building.
They did like a little berm and then planted on top of it, and it looks like maybe they're going to put something in front of the berm.
Didn't they start?
Yeah, so they've started landscaping in front of there as a visual barrier at Power. Ann and I have been over to Power and spoke with them multiple times, and they've removed, they have a lot of inoperative semis, junk and debris and rubbish, car parts. So they've removed, what did they say, 50 trailers back there?
It looks a lot better.
It's looking tremendously better back there, but better than it has in years. So that's helpful towards them as well. So along with that and the visual barrier, the landscaping that they're putting up, it should look a lot better by the time they open.
Sounds good.
All right, with that, I don't have anything else. I'd accept the motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Lancaster, second by Hoeflich. Clerk, call the roll.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned,
All right, thank you. Good night.
8:09.
Yeah, you actually.
We had up to 10 people.